Mic check 1 2. Test some stuff.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Anytime you want me, you don't have to say please. And anytime you want me, I'll be there. Ain't nobody like you, even if I tried to. Only got my eyes on you, only got my eyes on you. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. I know you inside out, you know me up and down. You can never make me walk away. What's left to figure out? Let's go get out this town. There's no need to play it safe again. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Yeah. Don't know what I did to deserve you, but I don't ever wanna hurt you. Don't know what I did to deserve you, but I don't ever wanna hurt you. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Yeah. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes.
all day. Gas goal. So
Let's do it!
yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting. Hitting you up on that literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab in North America's nutsack. We're doing it again. Shout out to Keep It Rusty. What's up, player? How's it going, man? What you been up to? 13 minutes ago, David Vega threw a like over on the Face Beezy Kelski coming in. 41 months on Twitch, 1+ saves. 31. Let's go. What's up, guys? Sorman, what's up, dog? Yo, I slept like literally 3 hours and like 32 minutes last night. Tight. I forgot that I was going to the salon with my mom. Yo, Love Minis, 77 months, the OG. Yeah. Stayed up till past 5. So, you know. But it was tight. Sid for Game 69, what's up? Canadian superstars in chat. Mo's Magic. The Huff. B-Dubs, Terrain Forge. Guys, go over on YouTube. Torjin. Bruce, CMP, Recoil, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Professional Competence. What's up, guys? War Pigment, of course, Templar. So yeah, just chilling, man. Just got my new lav mic. So I had the iPhone set up last week or earlier this week. Now I have the Galaxy set up, and I have a different location for it. I did a little testing, and it's Bluetooth. Shut up. The end game plan is to be live on TikTok and Instagram simultaneously. We're gonna figure out how to get it going on Instagram first. JD Ace, the old man, is still here. Learning the ancient tech. That's right, baby. But the camera on this phone is a level up to the other one, so hopefully we learned from the Instagram market. I've got a lav mic for it that has a wireless transmitter. It's not live yet for the Instagram market. What I think we did 3 hours on Instagram, so it's unplayable. Here's what's up: Instagram gets a different experience. We stream until whips. That's Instagram, and then maybe again after whips. So we're not live right now on Instagram. Nothing. It's a different experience. So we'll play that out. Got the lav mic, so I'm not going to be uncomfortable like I was last time with like ear pods under this shit. Got the arm in a new location. It's kind of clutch. Okay, when I say clutch, it's fully in my fucking way. Off to the side, but this is kind of the, like right here. This is the action. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to try to be expanded. I got to be doing things that no one's doing. You know what I'm saying? The market's plummeting. But we've been live the whole time, 7 years. So we gotta let everyone on Instagram know, like, hey man, like fuck it. You want to play around on Instagram and just watch it from bed, chilling, do it, 100%. War Pigment, does the arm reach the back of the tilt? That's where I had it last on Tuesday. I just couldn't get the angle correct because they come in from my eye line. So I tried it. So we did the back. I tried it there, and then I put it kind of right here off to the side. And I think I could work around it. We'll find out. Now, just like the old days, I used to say share the links when they used to have that. Well, if you're on Facebook and you see my live video on Facebook and you're thinking about how to help me out, you can share the live stream from Facebook to whatever favorite painting group you're in. That'd be tight. That's a way to help it get great exposure. So, we did the podcast last night. I woke up. My mom woke me up at 9. Went to bed at like 5:26. Went to the Aveda Salon in the Crystal River. Then we went to this Coney Island hot dog place. Got my hair did. Came back. Walked around in here. Now we're doing this thing. So, let's promote for a few seconds before we get started. Exclamation point patrons. That's the promo still, guys. If you give me money on Patreon during the course of this show, hit me up. I'll give you a private consultation for free, like a half credit. Shout out to my man, Mio Man, 53 months, beast mode. Now, Patron is the name of the game right now. Getting more Patreons. It is a Florida Man Friday, so you guys know the bit. I haven't put together any gift bags since our month ender. I've been buying Christmas presents, and I'll have shit done. I'm on it, guys. I had to get my niece's presents squared up, but I have 2 Florida Man gift bags to send out, and they got a fresh new lineup at the Circle K. Shadow Gex says, yo, dogs, a fresh cut. Thanks, man. I just said, hey, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. But, like, less cartoonish. This still has, like, hairspray in it and stuff. So it's not going to be like this ever again. I don't own hairspray. Though it's, cool and everything. Exclamation point 666. It is the Beast Mode Friday. So, bonus Yo DZs all day long. Now, of course, if you're just following me for the first time, big part of my business is teaching classes. Do I have a class today? Shit. I think I do. But no, I don't. We've got 2 tomorrow, though. First time student tomorrow. Bonnie, thanks for the follow. So, if you want to get enrolled in the iciest curriculum in the game, exclamation point class, sign up over on Patreon. And if you're curious about what we do with all these tutorials when we're done here, painting them live, we edit them down, we throw them up in their own post over on Patreon. And there's a super post category, easy to search. But like, for example, if you want to find Magnus, exclamation point Chad, that'll take you straight to our big edited, curated posts. Okay, that's my promos. Just Figures, good name. Says bring back the Mohawk. It's easy, and I would like to. It's just it's old. I think we gotta move it. We gotta move the look around. Maybe rock the super gray hair that I have instead of cutting it off. But anyway, we're working on Dark Ages, guys.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
There we go. So today we're going to start working on this fabric. Karen Clover says Jeff Bezos money here. Thank you for the Prime sub. That's right, Russ. Old man Logan. So we are going to... Oh, let me give it a scotch of warmth. So we're going to work on finally on the crimson colored fabric today. We were able to get the power sword curated. We did that last Tuesday. We did some clutch wet glazing technique over our airbrushing. So right now the fabric is just airbrushed. And so we're going to actually go through and kind of dramatize it like we did here. Give it that classic Dark Angels feeling. So now let me hit the live button on Instagram. Let's see, here we go. The gram is going live, y'all. Oh, I got to pop the gram out. Or I won't be able to respond. Instagram. I gotta mute my goddamn browser. Yeah, we got some people in there. War Games, what's up, brother? I just popped you out on the big screen. Just tossed you up. Alright, let me just move a couple chat windows around. How bright is this? Is this just like straight up too bright? Let me know. Instagram. It's hard with smartphones. They just want to like autocorrect for low light, like constantly. And I can't turn that shit off on Instagram Live. It doesn't give me the options. Yo, Miffy, what's up, player? It's fine with me, dude, he says. Shadowgex, it does feel like Tron. That's why I picked it. Was that a remix of the Ultimate Showdown, Brandon? Yes, it was, sir. Over on Facebook. Shout out to everyone who's just joined the Instagram live stream. Let me know if you can hear me, if visually it's pleasing. We're gonna lock in. Oh, good. So fat. Obesity Cradle time. Robert Wood, what's up, man? Over on YouTube. Okay, so what we need to do is get the web palette set up. Lock in the cradle. Now, we used, I think, what did we use? Fuck. Did we use the dark burgundy, like the hobo burgundy? So I'm pretty sure that was used when we airbrushed the cape. And we did something where we added some shadow flesh. And we may have added some white. Can't remember. But we definitely, I know I tricked it out a little bit by adding a little transparent red at some point. Okay, where did I put my fucking paper towels? I walked in here with a handful of fucking paper towels. Now I don't see them. Found them. Balled them up and threw them in that box for Lord of Skulls. Yeah, how am I coming through on Instagram? Someone, I'm looking at you, David. David Elias, 98. How we looking? How we sounding? This sounds like the mix, right, Huff? So what we're gonna do? So I've got this other brush out. This is that brush that Andy brought me. Let me rinse it. It's got a little dried soap on it. Robert Woods' House, Florida, treating you. It's all right, man. Saw a Mustang, like a '98 Mustang, parked in front of the Circle K today. My mom swung by with me. She was like, yo, look at this car. It's like, don't park too close. Your car's gonna get rabies, dude. This car was bad. Straight hobo. Completely chipped down to, like, the paint was peeled off to the gray. You know, to, like, straight up metal. They had the top down. They were just cruising, bro, like in this heap. It was fucking tight. Spiky Bits TV. Do I not see the Instagram comments? I do. Oh wait, it's been scrolling down. Okay, I clicked away and it didn't scroll. Sorry guys. Thank you, Rob. Rob is a legend. You know, like when you click off and it like gets paused. So actually, Wedge Games says darker background will show better. This is black. This background's black. Right, it's crazy, right? Phone shakes a bit. You're dizzy. Well, that's Rob. Rob, you get motion sickness from walking. 4 games. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you, Rob, from coming over here. and making sure I was seeing the comments. Are we clicked and scrolling now? I see Sid over there. Sid, say something for me, so I can see if it's scrolling again. Recoil's mom said, "Good morning. I like your haircut. Thank you." So, let's go somewhere simple. Let's go back here. What we're gonna try to do. So remember this concoction should be the darkest variant. So let's just see what happens if I take some of this and run it into the seam. It should be like obviously darker, right? Fuck, it's not chatty, it's not chat scrolling. What the hell is it doing? Alright, try something else. I broke something, guys. Alright, now it's working. Figured it out. So, what we did was we took a little bit of semi-opaque, slightly wet of our darkest version of the paint, and I just ran some into that seam to see what we're working with. Now, I think I would like to get darker than that. But also redder. So let's take some black. So we're just gonna cheat. Shadow Gex. Is it just you coming to LVO? Nah, yeah, it's from the Long War podcast. Yeah, it's just me. We think. So we're gonna add some black in and some red. Semi-opaque, a little wet. And remember, chemically, this is basically the same color that's already there. It's composed of exactly the same stuff. So we're just going through and taking some of the things we used when we airbrushed. And I'm gonna pick out this little like rectangle, this pizza slice triangle. And using the same colors but low opacity with some moisture. So that's why I call it wet glazing, because it's too transparent to have any like immediate impact. I'm gonna do a little stippling right here. See what we're gonna introduce a little red. See down here, we're going to get just a little brighter down here, and like I said, it's semi-opaque and low opacity, meaning it's easy to blend. And I'm using the heart pull. But if you were trying to blend this way over just like primer, it would look really neat for like 2 seconds, and then it would be invisible when it dried. And I'm gonna just kind of stipple and kind of color match the tide line with a little bit of more moisture. Kind of cloud it out. See, exploit the moisture. Spiky Bit says, "Can you move the action up to the top of the screen?" Who's calling me? Someone in North Carolina calling me? Are you calling me, Rob? How's that, Rob? How are we looking on the Twitch side of things, guys? So we carved out that pizza slice. Okay. So this is what I call wet glazing. It exists in between traditional glazing and wet blending. Wet blending is high opacity. Okay. So now let's take the next shape. You see, we've got this box right here. So remember, this is our darkest position from the airbrush step right here. Let's blacken that up a little bit and redden that up a little bit. And what we're going to do is shove some of this with a heart pull right here. Always be rotating, guys. Now here, we're going to stipple right up against this rope. And those feathers. All right, now let's rinse down. Let's reset. Someone is trying to get out of the basement. That's right. That's right, Mech. Puff says it looks good. So let's switch it up. Let's switch up to our other color palette. Run our heart pull right into that moisture. And remember, we airbrush these exact paints. Now we're just taking them in kind of a different order, different percentages, moistening them up to get some free blurs. By keeping it relatively wet, and then you gotta jump around to the appropriate color pile and run a heart pull right up against the seam. See? And it's just gonna blur. It's that simple. That's the wet glaze game. Now the wet glazing is just the natural unlock to traditional glazing, which I teach in my second lesson, or the first lesson of the 201 curriculum, actually. And all my students learn traditional glaze, and then this is kind of, and we always learn on a cape. We Huff can attest to this over on Twitch. They come to class with a cape, and we learn how to do techniques like this. We actually start with traditional glaze. I do a demonstration that's like this, so that we can unlock it. The moisture behavior. The Huff, how does it look seeing me do a cape with the wet glazing variant? Seems like shit. I can do that, right? But you see, this is about me getting the airbrush set and then modifying it. See, what we did was we built it from scratch with traditional glazing. If wet glazing doesn't work from scratch. Mech says, any books you recommend on color theory? Nah, man. I don't fuck with color theory. Oh shit, the camera went fully out of focus because of my hand? That's crazy. I don't fuck with color theory, dog. Which is an over-exaggeration and mostly a lie. The last thing you need to worry about is color theory. So if you're already tight, Mech, like if your shit's already banging, you can put precision lines down, clean execution of edge highlights, clean execution of wash, and good airbrush habits, then it's kind of time to move on to color theory. But color theory is second to all that. So no, I don't have any books I recommend because I've never needed to recommend one. But there are a couple like basic rules I follow. Paint Party, Scott's Love It Mate, one of the best DA models ever. Thank you. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna darken it up. Now, over on the Twitch side of things, Huff says, I was just thinking that. Can totally take what you were talking about and apply it to wet glazing. Eldred, well, I'll get some more paint soon, right? So you can take what you've already done and modify it. Block over on YouTube says, nice work, bro. So what we're trying to do is figure out, I feel like I can seam it up a little bit better. I can band-aid it up. So like kind of right here, I'm going to lower the opacity. I'm going to use a paper towel and take some of that moisture off. And do like a traditional glaze right here. I'm going to get a little bit more white and shadow flesh and red. I'm going to moisten that concoction up. So we're going to basically lower the opacity. We're going to use our paper towel, dab it off. And now we're using low opacity, low moisture. We're using a modified tracer technique. This brush stroke, all my students learn this. This is a heart pull right here. All the students learn that too. And so we're trying to dramatize this cloth because the cloth is like the signature step here. Now what you want to do is you always want to make sure what you've done is dry before you go in for a second stack, you see? And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of subtracting from the real estate as I go. Brandon Dollar over on Facebook says, how to work with colors and transitions with acrylics is one I have, which is mostly colorful. Oh, that's a good recommend. Over to the Instagram market. Yo, I see GabJ19 over on Instagreasy on the gram. Legendary artist. My favorite artist. So what we're going to do again is we've lowered the opacity, take some of the moisture off. And we're just going to kind of create that exclamation point right there. Now, before I get too into that, there's this little flap right here. So we're going to use just a little bit of our highlight to kind of acknowledge that it exists, you see? And again, you see how it's like, this is what makes it darker, this makes it brighter, and this kind of adds color. Let's rinse the brush. Sorry about my arm in the screen. Chatterbox says, is there something you do to make sure you get good saturation? Yes. Getting good saturation with acrylic paints, besides getting your paint on there opaque, that's the number one thing. But the second thing is, pre-highlighting it with white. So we're going to get a little bit more white. Speaking of which, we're going to lower that opacity. We're going to use this paper towel, take some of that moisture off. And we're going to just pick on these end points a little bit more. My rule of thumb is never be afraid to take it to 11. That's kind of, usually taking it to 11 is what separates models. It's all contrast, the whole game. That's my whole curriculum, my whole course that I teach. It's all about, it's just frames and borders, baby. And I teach everyone the fundamentals of that system. So now contrast the two-way street, making bright things bright, dark things dark. I'd like to get a little bit darker. And I think I'd like to get creative. So I'm always willing to be brave in the Beats Lab. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just take some transparent blue. And who was the one who was asking about color theory a second ago? Brandon Dollar had his suggest over on Facebook. And bear with me, Instagram market, we are actually live on Facebook business page, Facebook personal, Twitch, and YouTube at the same time. We've got a multi-chat going, and you guys are live on my cell phone, my Galaxy right now, and I've got you in a separate chat. You have a different experience than the Twitch market. If you go over to Twitch, you'll be seeing a completely different frame, better lighting, more control. My link is in my bio. So right here, this is blue, right? So someone asked about color theory. So an easy type of color theory I work with is cool and hot, right? So like opposing warm colors or cool colors is one of the easiest things to do to make things look dope. So this is obviously warm. It's basically red. And you've already got a cool sword, which looks dope as shit, right? But you can go a step further. You can have cool shadows and warm highlights, right? And so that's a very solid, that's a very cool thing in color theory. Now, also a step further, another type of color theory is colorful shadows. So this is a very dark yet saturated blue, right? And we know that this burgundy was kind of where we were. So I'm going to take kind of a combination of all the things that we did, and what we're going to get is this really deep purple, but I'm going to over blue that purple, you see? And like I said, I'm always willing to be brave in the Beats Lab. So I'm going to have my paper towel ready, and we're going to take this, and we're going to move into this shadow right here with a heart pull. Fucked up slightly, got some of my little symbol there. So now what we're going to do is just kind of progress out of that blue by adding some more of the reds. And just kind of glaze a hint of that blue in there, right? But if it looks too aggressive, don't worry about it, because it's nothing to bring it back in line with the rest. You just bring some more of the reds back in, lower the opacity. But a lot of times, especially with red, people get really focused on making the red brighter, brighter. How do we highlight the red? How do we highlight the red? The trick to red is honestly like what makes it darker, not what makes it brighter. And see, what I'm doing is just making some clean lines. Now maybe right here in this spot, we're going to add a little of our pre-prepared highlight mix right here. Let that kind of blur in right there. Right there. And so now we've begun that journey of bringing the cool shadows in. Now that shit is a two-way street. So what I'm gonna do is I always believe in using the right tool for the job. So I'm gonna modify to my 18-0 synthetic. I'm gonna rotate. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little of this white going here. Maybe with a little bit of our kind of defined highlight mixture. So this is high opacity, low moisture. We're going to use this and we're going to ride this rail with a tracer technique right here. Hold your breath. Swing it from right to left. And so we're defining that edge. Right there as well. Shout out to Egon over on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Now, some of that is a little irregular. So what we're going to do is just kind of spot heal it where it's a little aggressive, like right here. And we're just going to go over it with a little bit of a filter. And we want a tight edge kind of defining the two slices. Yo, shout out to Dungeon Master Andy over on YouTube. Just threw me a super sticker. The funny thing is I can't see it. I can only read the emoji description. Shiba Dog saying good job while raising his thumbs up. What's up, man? Calvin over on Instagram says, how many D pills do you recommend for maximum glazing? Just one. So I'm going to use this small brush right here. Lower the opacity, and I'm going to try to run a quick kind of heart pull glaze right here. Where I'm kind of making sure my line aesthetic looks dope. Oh shit. Dungeon Man, there it is. It just showed up. Dungeon Master Andy with his on-screen shout out. Thank you so much, brother. Super chat over on YouTube. So you see, now I'm cutting to the chase with a little brush. You see this? Always be rotating. Always looking for that heart pull or that tracer angle. Hold your breath. Swing it from right to left. High opacity, low moisture. Let me get some strong man love in chat for Dungeon Master Andy. Thank you guys so much for your support on this Florida Man Friday. We got tons of promos popping off on Twitch and YouTube. So if you're following somewhere else, just know that the action and most of the community is chilling over on Twitch right now. So let's also take some of this high opacity mix, because when you have a little spot like this, sometimes it's easier to just move in with the straight up edge highlight technique. Now you see we've got these little folds of fabric. What I'm looking for is my glaze medium, and it's funny because we're doing all this glazing. I don't use glaze medium for glazing or pigment just threw it, simply a banana out on YouTube. What are you doing, you crack addict? Whoop, sorry guys, sorry camera. So I like the glazed medium because it lets me lower the opacity without adding moisture. So you see we've got these little folds right here. And I'm going to just hit them with a modified tracer. Using a higher or low moisture mix. Which lets me stay in control. See that? Now, if you want to blur those out, it's not a big deal. You just grab some moisture again. Get some love out there for War Pigment. So we're going to add some water. Come back up to here. Shout out. So what I'm doing is I'm running a little Band-Aid over that highlight with something a little darker, lower opacity, and I'm going to kind of blur it. And this is why you don't really need to worry about taking it to 11, because you can always blur it back down to 10. You see? And so the cape is prestigious. You see, we did that on the bone cloth. And now we're just, so this is like a low risk area back here because backpack is kind of in the way. So this is where I'm kind of practicing too, right? So I'm trying to sort out what I want to do on this cape in a low risk zone. See? A white unicorn with rainbow hair. War Pigment. Any questions? So I feel like our line aesthetic is a little whack inside that recess. Let's take some of our blue, black, maybe red combo.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore? I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a
Oh
hole.
my god, War Pigment.
Boom.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
And see, what I did there is I straightened out our line by bringing a little bit of our shadow back in. So that was a heart pull, semi-opaque, a little wet, using our dark mix. War Pigment, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. And if this is looking confusing, just remember, this is what color the cape is. It was highlighted with some of this. Some of this was splashed on top, and maybe a little white at some point. So this is how we made the cape. So this is dark, this is bright, and these are colored, right? It's just that. So we're just moving around this, making things darker or brighter or more colorful. And the blue showed up so that we can make the shadow side of it, the dark side, cool for that color theory. So let's run back to white right here. Maybe touch of this red concoction. A little bit of the shadow flesh. There we go. So now we've got a couple of fabric folds up there. We'll come back to those. So we need to hit this side still and that section. So probably should not have painted these details in because we're going to kind of fuck them up. This is what's going to happen. So let's start here on this section. So again, we know something like this. Now I'm going to try to make this kind of simple, right? So check this out. If I just take kind of the mix, semi-opaque and extremely wet, and let's just carefully box this section out. while it's still wet, I'll push the shadow blend in, touch a little white while it's still wet. And you see, because it's so wet, it's just blurring. And it's my job to just kind of control that blur. And I'm going to take some of the blue. Kind of stipple it up under here as a shadow. Right there in that little crease. See that? Just something kind of cute, right? Now, we'll let that set up. And now, see, there's a seam there, but that unsightly seam can be just a part of the paint job if I want it to be. So I'm gonna treat this section as a new set. Oh, god damn it! Straight spit right here. So I'm gonna treat that section as a new section right here. Now, things that are round are harder. War Pigment says lurkin' and jerkin', baby. That's right, Gertz. Do you paint for pleasure or do you game as well? I'll game, brother. I'm a big time gamer. Getting good at painting is the most OP thing you can do on the tabletop. So now what we're gonna do is try to quickly, while it's still a little wet, stipple in some highlight right here. Be a little bit more right here. And round shapes are a little trickier. This is known. So you want to run your sewing machine stroke right here to get that cloudy finish. Let's get a little of our blue. Send a little blue into that shadow. Right there. And we're gonna let that ride, because you see, as it dries, you see it starts to look a little different, right? And so we're controlling the transition there. I'm gonna let that chill, okay? We're going into something a little bit more efficient now. Now, we want to get this spot right here. So again, we know it's this brown, this color, this color. We know it's some combination of these colors. Just kind of eyeball it, all right? So we're going to be rotating, trying to use the heart pull. I'm trying not to undo all my detail painting, but if it happens, it happens. So what I've done is I've coated it with moisture. Let's pick up a little highlight. Stipple right here. Create like a donut pattern. Let's pick up a little bit more red. So we're just coaxing the moisture into kind of blurring together. Let's take a little blue. Work right up against the rope with a little bit of stippling. See that? Let's go back in time. Rinse real quick. Let me get the blue infiltration off the brush. So you see, controlling the transition. See, we forced it to the center right here. Okay. Yo, Mo's Magic over on Twitch says, anyone know if AP light tone is the same as soft tone? They are different. One of them is good for washing yellow and the other isn't. Rottweiler. Let me get some love in chat right there. Rottweiler over on Twitch, fellow content creator. Says, hey man, been trying those pills you get and drinks. If the erection lasts more than 4 hours, is it okay? That's exactly how many hours it's supposed to last. You're good. You're good. Okay, so you see, we can get now a little bit sexier. Okay, so where we want to get a little of the white. In the mix right here. Use our paper towel. So we're lowering the opacity with moisture, taking the moisture off, and we're gonna focus right here with a heart pull. So that is, like 7% opaque, See, this is where I'm gonna use that seam in the fabric. I'm just adding a highlight right here. And I'm gonna oppose that little shadow right there with a highlight. Okay, I want to lower the opacity slightly. So I added a little bit more water. Take that moisture off. Take more moisture off. And it's kind of stippling on the peak of where this fabric is folding over his elbow right there. You see? We're just doing a sewing machine stroke right there. And now I'm going to get a little darker. Stipple in right there. Right there. So we're just working the fabric folds. Darker recesses, brighter tops, low opacity. And we're just trying to create a nice, interesting shape. You know what I'm saying? And so I like to finish these little sections out as I go. So I'm going to switch down my little brush. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get back to this highlight mix right here. And we're going to run right on that seam. Using the tracer technique. Always be rotating. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. Always love your style. Ben2Box over on the gram. What's up, brother? Thank you for tuning in, man. Do you follow along on Twitch? We are actually simul streaming right now, homie. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. What you are watching is cell phone footage which is a completely different experience than what's actually happening on Twitch. So we're going to take this same highlight and just kind of touch these sharper fabric folds. Right there, you see? I'm calling attention to it. We're going to lower the opacity and darken the mix. Run a band-aid right over that. Right there. And we're even going to probably make some fake lines right here. Because the whole thing is it's bending over his elbow. So I want there to be a little bit more stress in the fabric. Kind of get some flow. Right there. Okay, and then we're just gonna clean that up. Ben 2 Box. Yo, my guy, he's just moved over from the Instagram. What did we even name the Instagram squad? We got the YouTube Dumpster Fire, the Twitch Soup Kitchen, the Facebook Boomers. What's the gram? Anyway, welcome to the Soup Kitchen, Ben. So what we need to do is soften some of that. So all we gotta do is kind of eyeball a band-aid. Lower the opacity. When I say a band-aid, I mean like something slightly darker than what's already there. And what I'm doing is reshaping these little lines we made to be more aesthetic. Okay? A better line shape. And we're trying to blur them so that they look like they're a little bit more natural. And like that recess right here, this is a little too blue. So we're going to take some of the burgundy. And filter that back out. Now, we also have to start considering the viewing angle. Wolfsark, or Travis Billington over on the tubes, he says, I have yellow suit Wolverine. Should I put the yellow on the suit first and then shade on top of the yellow? Yeah, you're going to want to paint it white, then yellow, and then bring in your dark stuff. Wolfsark, how's it going? He asks. He says, over on Twitch, almost done painting my Dark Angels Lieutenant. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and also... Bet box, this is from the Dark Vengeance box set. It's like 11 years old, this model. So, I was just talking about viewing angle. So this is going to be obviously the viewing angle we look at the most on this guy. So we want to make sure that at least this little swath of fabric looks its absolute fucking best. So what I'm thinking is we need to get a little bit more of a blur, a little bit more of a highlight right here. See, and let it get naturally darker as it hits that first fabric fold right here. See that? And then it's gonna, then I think I kind of need a little bit of a highlight right here suddenly. Like right there. Like to give it that crease. So we're gonna do a top shelf highlight real quick. So you see there's like a bit of a crease right here. So I just highlighted that top crease. You see that? Same thing right here. That right, get right under that. Portman. What my brushes am I using? This is actually on my gear list, exclamation point gear. What we need to do is get some shadows in here. So let's go back to the burgundy black combo. We need send a little shadow right there. To oppose some of these creases that we just laid out. Demeki, yo, 40 months. Our relationship made it longer than my first marriage. Is that true? Let me zoom in on this for Twitch. So this is currently what we're doing. We're trying to sort out this fabric. And it's got a, you know, it's got a interesting shape to it. So what I'm seeing here is I'm probably trying to do too much right here. So I'm gonna try to just open that channel. I think that's gonna be helpful. See, I'm like reshaping it. But now that I've got some of these other lines, what I'm going to try to do is tighten up some of these highlights all the way through. Demeki says, I'm going back to work. See you later. Oh, come on. What? They have you at work so much now, Demeki, that makes me so sad. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make something happen right here. See how I'm trying to sharpen up this fabric fold right here. I want there to be a tiny highlight right here. See that? And I'm trying to reshape that. And so what we use there is the fundamentals of our 3D scratching effect, which I also teach in the 201 curriculum. Biffy says, what is your plan for the base? No fucking plans yet, brother. Solitaire says, shit just got real. Is that because Demeki's here? World famous Demeki over on Twitch. Let's take some more of this highlight right here. I'm gonna use a heart pull. Create that. I'm gonna cut that back in. Well, Sark says, all I have are these Necromunda bases for my Dark Angels. I'm not sure what I'm going to do Redemptor yet, though. 90mm base, can't find many of those out there. That's true, bro. Now, there is like a divot right here as well. And I'm going to paint the bottom shelf right here. Catch it right here. Right here. See, we're acknowledging the seam. And we're going to throttle that highlight a little bit. Go back to our puddle. Nothing in this world can hurt me. When you're by my side, I love it. We can leave the world. And I want to do another bottom shelf right here. Seraphang, thank you for the follow over on Twitch, brother. We're going to try that again with a heart pull. Nope. See, what I'm doing is I'm creating that highlight up against that fabric fold. Right there. And that's basically, you know, dark, bright, dark, bright. Mo's Magic, what's up, brother? He says, oh, he's not a bull, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Go to Elric's. Good suggestion. I think I'm going to try to tamp down some of these highlights one more time. Right? I'm gonna lower the opacity. Run a little glaze over them. Just try to make a bit of a filter that would just tamp down the highlights slightly. And it's very low opacity. And so what's interesting is that it looks like I invented all of those lines, but it didn't. There's actually subtle dips in there, so like kind of sort of corresponding with them as that's the tip of his elbow right there. You see? So this is gonna be the tricky part right here. Now, if you're still watching on the gram. About halfway through the show, what we like to do is we go on Discord and do a whip session where everyone shares their work from the week. And we do that as a community. You guys won't be able to participate in that, so I'll be ending the broadcast when that happens. And I'll go live again after. So we usually do that for about 20 minutes. So if you guys want to head on over to Twitch and be a part of the whip session, you know what's up. Mo's Magic is a saint. So this is going to be tricky up here. We're going to have to do some stippling. I'm going to get some low opacity highlight. We're going to use the paper towel and try to get that moisture off. And we're going to just do the sewing machine stroke right in the center. It's too wet. Too wet. And what we want is that to dry before you fuck with it, okay? Because you'll end up reactivating it. Ben's Minis, or Benson Minis over on the gram says, "Hey man, what's up, brother?" Get a roll call on the gram. How many people are coming in here for the first time? I don't even know how many people are watching. I keep seeing has joined. Tim even joined. Ben Sin Minis joined. Alan Brewer joined. Libra Scales joined. What's up, guys? So let's try that again. Okay, we're gonna come in for round 2. And we're gonna stipple again toward the top here. This is his shoulder pad. You see? And we want to acknowledge a shape to it, right? So let's move down the mix, right? Just using kind of our mix of colors. Good gentleman, what's up, brother? So now we're going to work off of that seam we just built. Extremely low opacity midtone. Stipple down into the shadow. Remember, we laid that down super hot and heavy with a quick wet glaze, and now we're just trying to dial in the shape, you see? And I want it to flow with what we did here, you see? Because there's a lot of action here if you want there to be. There's not that much action if you don't want there to be. It's up to you. Okay, let's split the difference again. Let's go a little brighter. Take that moisture off. I want to acknowledge this kind of shape, you see? So I want there to be some stressing right here into these folds. See? So we want it to stress that way, but also we want to acknowledge that it's pulling down here. See? So we're kind of making those ones up, you see? Rinse this brush. All right, let's downgrade. Tiny little guy. Okay. Let's grab our 18-0 synthetic. Get some of our highlight game together. Start off by getting this seam right there. But also, you see, here's our folds right here. Little heart pull. Little heart pull right there. See, we invented those. You see what I'm saying? Now these ones are actually real. Right here. So I'm making a highlight relative to this real estate. Shout out to Miffy. Says, any Xmas jumpers going for grabs, dude? Xmas jumpers? Is that PJs? Do I have any in my swag shop? No. Should I get some? So you see, we're working. Those little fabric folds, give them some highlights up top. Now you see, like, the round surfaces are definitely the trickiest. I'm going to use the small brush and do some stipples again right here. I'm going to take some Shadow Game, which is right now it's our burgundy black combo. And we're going to slide under or above. Here. And here. See that? Let's lower the opacity. We touch a blue back in. Bit of red. Let's make sure that we have a nice seam against the rope. So that's just a classic pin wash. Basically lifting the rope off the design. See that? And we're going to make sure our dark things are dark. See that? And now our backpack, which remains unpainted, covers a lot of that action, you see?
So we don't give up.
If he says, oh, you're talking about the ugly sweaters? Is that what you were talking about? We got more stuff because for the month. Today is Florida Man Friday. I don't have a giveaway for today, but we are going to give away Magnus and this model we're painting right here by the end of the year. Bryant over on the tubes is really coming together now that his cape is detailed out, right? So we're gonna set up to do a whip session, guys. We still got to do the red bits up front. So we gotta work out this design here. We gotta clean up our mistakes. Like right here, you see, putting a little white on there to remind me to go touch those up. So, anybody curious about this color? Somebody hit me up recently, was like, that's exactly the color I want to do on my Dark Angels or something. Even Jason was like, yo, Jason, the guy who makes these paints, was like, yo, what color is that? Right? Fun. So we're gonna get set up for a whip session, but I'm gonna wash one of these paintbrushes real quick. So hey, in Instagram, don't go anywhere. Do you guys know anything about brush maintenance? You call them jumpers. It's in Scotland, Biffy. That's what that's a hoodie or a sweatshirt. So brush soap in my hand, and I'm going to, because this is a sable hair brush that Andy gave me, Flying Monkey Paints, one of my students. He says this brush is really good. It's okay. He says for the price, though, I would say, okay, it's okay for the price, but I mean, tell you what, man, I don't fuck with sable brushes anymore, man. So I'm synthetic, so I'm solo and synthetic, 100%. Ever since Jason came out with these Pro Synths, I think that the sable brushes just load too much moisture. I think you basically are making it harder for no reason. I'm all about strategies that are fail rate mitigators in our painting system. Ask any of my students in here. I'm all about the fail rate mitigation, and brushes that hold a ton of moisture do not mitigate fail rate, they increase fail rate. So it's definitely a sweet spot. And that's, for me, the synthetic sables from Monument. Lady Fluffy Bottom in chat, next level onesies with the yes emoji. Lady Fluffy Bottom, you want a next level painting onesie? What's your favorite fabric? Straight up linen? You like pockets in your onesie? So look at all that paint that's coming out of this one. Didn't even use it today, just forgot to wash it. And I beat the fuck out of this brush. Use it for everything. But it's good, especially when you've done a lot of wet blending and glazing like this. A lot of really low opacity, watered down paint ends up in the brush. Deep inside the channels here. The ferrule. So there's a little clean soap right there. I take a little bit of that, just run it through like a conditioner. I even take the little guy right here. Now sometimes the little guy, he gets a lot of stuff stuck in him, and anyone who takes my classes or see my gear list or my syllabus, which you can DM me if you want to see a free copy. These 18-0 synthetics is the right tool for the job. Sometimes you need a little alcohol. That's what's in here, in conjunction with the soap, to break up the dried paint in the ferrule. But I have all this equipment on my gear list in my syllabus. Where'd my paper towels go? Instagram. Can you share links in Instagram? In Instagram Live? Is that possible? Oh, damn it. Let's see. I'm gonna try it for the first time. I don't think it let me. Oh no, it did. But I don't think they can copy and paste that shit. Right? You can't do anything about it. I don't even know if I have the Discord link in my link tree. So I don't know. All right, we're gonna set up to do a whip session Instagram. I'm gonna have to cut the stream. I'll be back on after the whip sesh, but hey, you guys are keeping it classy. All two of you apparently. Is that accurate? Is there really just two motherfuckers out there? Why am I even doing this? Why am I making this hard? Lone YXP, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. All right. Instagram. Go to Twitch now. Peace out. All one of you. Let's see what the insights say, guys. Accounts reached 171. Peak congruent viewers 12. Fly Monkey Paints. I mean, it says we had a peak of 12. So there was 800 active accounts. I guess we just got to keep doing it and reminding people. It says I engaged 9 accounts. Is this a War Pigment? Are you here? War Pigment's my internet sleuth. War Pigment, can you find out through a Google search if the going live is out? Oh, there was a way to put a title on this? I didn't even put a title on this. I didn't even see it. It says fucking untitled. Somebody else is live. Malaga War Games. I just clicked on his shit. So maybe I should have titled it. Dark Angels Hey. Live VOD. Let me put this back up over here. I'll just store it here so I don't lose it. Alright. Fly Monkey says, you just knew it's streaming. Be patient. Loney says, I'm taking Pepsi and not getting laid. Heard that. Ever gonna do a new fire painting demo, Zero Meyer? I mean, maybe. We did our total request live that one time, and we didn't do it when I had COVID, I guess, but no one asked for that. Maybe we can do that for the new year. For the total request. People must be getting laid and taking meth in Florida tonight. Oh, I see why Looney said that. Hilarious. So, yeah, sometimes these things, like, you need to go live on them a bunch for them to actually push the algorithm. 20,000 people follow organically. It's all straight up me following fucking painting people following me. So 20,000 followers, 800 of them are active. We get 2. That seems a little throttling, right? So let's run over to Discord and do our whip sesh. Miffy said he threw some stuff on the whip. Oh yeah, Sir Crow put his cell phone on. And you're using a cam link, right, for your cell phone? Can you all make a hashtag announcements? Wait, what? Gamer musician. You have to explain what that means. I don't know shit about Discord. I barely know what I did when I set this up. Dredge for life. There we go. Fly monkeys, you've been slacking this week? Oh, we're catching that raid. Let me get some strong man love in chat. For Jason and crew. Monument Hobbies. Raid. Welcome. We just queued up for a whip session, guys. Taking a look at Dredge for Life. Painting out his Votan. Welcome to the show. Let's get a close up on something he's working on right here. Classic Dredge. And more Space Wolves. I really like these colors right here, homie. Cass, what's up with this DA fabric? Oh, did you just get here? So we just painted for about an hour straight on the fabric, and now we're doing a whip session. Exclamation point whip. So we're on Discord taking a look at other people's work from this week, and then we'll be back to painting this fabric. So Dredge, I'm feeling that. But also classic Dredge Space Wolves. Casts working on some fabric as well. Hell yeah, dude. Fly Monkey Paint's gonna put your new project in. Thought you weren't painting. Dredge says that yellow over dark gray was a bitch. Lining yellow with black also sucks. Yeah, that's why I don't do any of that. You're a madman. Battleborn Gaming, aka Miffy. AOS, Gloomspite, Gits, try some new techniques. Yo, these look sick. I love the big, I love the way you're shading it. So is this guy just like leapfrogging over this guy? And this guy is just like holding on? I like these big highlights you're doing, Miffy. Big shadows, big highlights. I like it. Bryant Vivens, you gotta go to the, you gotta trigger the bot exclamation point whip. And there should be a Discord link. You gotta go over to Discord and slap it in the whips. I think Restream will put it out for you. Yo, how's the Monument Hobbies crew doing tonight? Let me get some love from these monumentals. How's Jason doing? Or was Jason even streaming? If I'm vibing that, dude. Love it. Rottweiler up next, working on Anne Grant. Let's see. Beautiful. Keeping it nice and clean. Nice and tidy.
Can I be a beauty queen? Hello, can you tell me?
Hells yeah, dude.
Be a beauty queen. Do I need to change me to be
It's popping. These colors are popping. Very vibrant.
Should I make my face smoother? Should I make my shape smaller? Should I do my head tighter?
Florida Man Friday.
Lips brighter. I asked her, can I be a beauty queen?
Rottweiler at the top. I'm about to send you a give bag, Rottweiler.
Change my ways.
They got a new shipment of boner pills and at the Circle K.
Can I be a beauty queen?
From what I understand, you're gonna need a box of them.
Can I be a beauty queen? Can I be a beauty queen? So I will never change me to be her beauty queen. I'll
Oh.
keep my own
I think I smeared
and be
a little brush soap on my eye, near my eye.
but I will take good care not to look like you. Then would you see I
Maybe.
can be a beauty queen? Can I be a beauty queen? Can I be a beauty queen?
Disco. Oh, hell yeah.
Can I
Fuck yeah.
be a beauty queen? Can I be a And she said that I have to change my ways. Can I be a beauty queen? And she said that I
Disco, slow going, holidays, eating up spare time. Yeah, feel that. I'm loving it, dude. You're killing it. These muscles look sick. My man is looking jacked. Practice for the Blitz, that's right. Disco, you're out of control. Sir Crow. Beautiful work, Disco. Ooh, I like that. These guys are coming out good. Love how you spit that green into that blue. Keeping it tight, homie. Let's take a look at bacon. Beautiful work right here. Nice and clean. Love the color choices. She looks badass. Yep. Labor of love, man. That's a tricky color combo. Aching for bacon. Looney? Looney just posted a picture from Instagram. Looney, are you coming over from YouTube? First time chatter? First time poster? Look at this cephalopod. How do you get him to float on that moon in water? Magic octopus. Still with us? Looney? I was just talking about octopuses today. I love those motherfuckers. Herring cloak. Beautiful work, gentlemen. Lady Fluffy Bottom says, rolling in from 0. is that a reference? Lady Fluffy Bottom, how's my new haircut? Karen Clover, Night Whip for a friend. Alright, what the hell are you doing, man? What is this? What is this nonsense? Why is it, did you glue all this on? Like, what am I looking at? Are you about to paint all this trim all glued on like this? Man, it's madness. Not so Super Mario over on the tubes says, yo, what's up, guys? Karen Clover, it came glued, not my fault. Yo, this is a hype too. This reminds me of like Hot Wheels Wednesdays when I was in high school. Go to the roller rink. Fly Monkey Paints. This is your new project? Morgan project, 85 millimeters. Morgan. Is this some King Arthur bullshit? Is this some nerd shit? Rottweiler says, literally lost connection and missed whip. I was going to ask if I could pop the red more. The red is pop. If you're talking about contrast, make the dark things darker. That's the secret to red a lot of the times. It's like your red is as hype as it needs to go. Now, the way you make it have contrast is make sure the dark stuff is dark, and that's pin washing and stuff. I have a whole Angron video series on Patreon. Exclamation point Angron. Okay, Clover, you got to build the other ones, so those will be easy, yeah. Fly Monkey Paint says, yep, total nerd shit. This is that nerd shit. Okay, got it. Rottweiler, we covered pin washing. Do you remember edge highlighting? It's that, but semi-opaque and kind of wet. Respect, semi-opaque, kind of wet. Also, it's covered in your syllabus. If you go to the washing spotlight video, click through to the part where we cover the purple marine. All these resources are available to you 24 hours a day, brother. That's one of my students. But if I think back to the first 3 lessons we did, you might have been blackout drunk. So you might not have a recollection.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys?
Your cops! Rub your dicks on the car as you run away! We are gonna have sex in your car! It will happen again!
Chaotic Painting, 1332. Oh yeah, that's a beast mode multiplier. 46 bonus yo dogs. For my guy right there, Chaotic Painting, the true legend. Hashtag Dirty Mike Life, exclamation point Prius. Get some love in chat. Robert, this is, I know how to pin wash you, hobo. I'm talking about the model. I haven't gotten there yet. He says possible. LOL. Get some hype in chat for Chaotic Painting. Yo, Fly Monkey Paints, this is gonna be another one of those box office smashes right here. Oh, this is a great picture, Mickey. This is so sweet. Look at you guys. What a sweet family. What a lovely picture, Miffy. Lillian and Mirren. This is a cute picture of you and your family. I'm assuming your wife is taking the picture. Oh, man. Ugh. Good whip sesh, guys. About an hour left. We're on schedule. Six months, Fly Monkey Paints. No shame in that. Alright, guys, about an hour left. Exclamation point, Florida Man Friday, exclamation point, FMF. Again, the big promo I've been trying to push. Sign up for $10 or more on Patreon and free painting consultation. Sign up on Patreon. Alright, so let's see if we can put Instagram back on. Send a text. How do I do this again? Alright, got it. Let's see if we can do this. Get back in there. Get in there, you fucker. Oh, it's backwards. Alright. Oh, wait. Title. That's right. How do I make a title? Add title. Oh my god. Come on. Dark Angels Secretly easy. All right. We're live. All right, let's pop that thing out. God damn it. This has gotten slightly more complicated. Instagram Live. All right. Mic check. 1, 2. Instagram, what up? Hopefully you can still hear me. Hopefully my lav mic didn't die. Stoked to see your secrets. Oh, maybe it was just because I didn't have a title. Tampa Tip. Ah, God, that's perfect. It's like the perfect name for someone streaming in Tampa. Alright, let's take a look at the viewfinder here. Sorry, guys. We are simultaneously live on Instagram, on my phone, and there is actually a camera off over here that's for Twitch and YouTube. So we just finished our whip session up on Twitch, and so now we're back to full force streaming. Shout out. And it's like I want it to be so much darker on Instagram. But like we get what we get. So if you're just tuning in, what we did was we built this fabric out here. I wonder how much. Can I get a little closer with the camera? With a camera phone. So we worked. Is it struggling to focus? Is it doing that thing where it like zooms in automatically? Yep, it was doing that thing where it zooms in automatically. Is this a crisper image or does it not matter? Yeah, I actually think that looks okay. Instagram, hit me up. Let me know. I mean, this is like a Galaxy Ultra. Let me know if that's okay. Tampa, you said Tampa Tip says the lighting's fine. Shout out to Wah74, my dude over on Twitch with the resub. What's up, homie? And I want to say, Ezos, thanks for the follow. Tampa, thank you for helping me walking me through. He says it's a little crisper. You good? Is it easier? I'm just gonna. It's gonna be hard to frame because it's a little closer than I was used to before. But what we did was we sorted out the fabric. Okay. And we used wet glazing strategies. Okay. And then we detailed out the fabric. And now we're going to do some right here. And then get to that weird design. So we just, there's a VOD we just put up on Instagram from 25 minutes ago. To the Instagram hobos. There better be more than fucking 2 of you. Swear to God. There's like 109 people on Twitch. YouTube, or Instagram, you guys are embarrassing me. Alright, so I'm going to rinse this brush off. So, getting the brush soap off. Shout out to everyone who's joining Instagram right now. Shout out to Tampa Tip, he's the #1 guy. They call it the old Tampa Tip. Okay, so this fabric color, again, it's this burgundy, highlighted with this shadow flesh. Some of this red was splashed into it, and sometimes we highlight it with white. Some combination of that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get a reasonable eyeball match to what's there. Get semi-opaque, kind of wet, and we're gonna, using the tip of our brush, we're gonna carefully repaint. So semi-opaque and a little wet. We're using the heart pull and the stipple brush stroke, which we teach in our curriculum. And we're gonna paint it like that. Then we're instantly gonna grab things that make it brighter and install them up top. Yo, shout out. Who that? Who this? Miffy. Coming in with the beast mode multiplier, mark of the beast 666. 23 bonus yo DZs. And he did give me an on-screen shout out. Says, bro, maybe a small donation, but everything counts these days. I've learned so much from you through the years, and I will never stop watching and following you. If I can help out from out across here. Hold on, I lost it. Give me a shout out, bro. Always. Miffy, my Scottish brother from another mother. We get some love out there on the Twitch markets. Tam's paint splatter on the literal best of all days. Let's go, boys. That's right, man. So is that it? We were just missing. Oh no, there's two of you again. I was like, yo, do we have a bunch of people in here now that I put a title in? I'll look up. It's fucking two. Fucking Instagram. So you see, we use wet glazing strategies to dramatize that little section. Now, we're going to do some of that here as well. Semi-opaque, a little wet. You see, this is the same paints, just more of the stuff that makes it brighter mixed in, you see? Always be rotating, look for that heart pull. Let's slide back to something a little on the darker spectrum. And we're just going to kind of stipple into that moisture, and the capillary effect's going to do the rest. We're going to steal a little blue because we are also flirting with colorful shadows and cool shadows. So we're going to take some moist blue. Shove that in there. Like so. We're going to do it right here as well.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast.
Semi-opaque and a little wet. Okay, so this wet glazing strategy means less when you have all these actual organic folds in the fabric. Here, because it's smooth, we got to do more. But here, it's mostly just edge highlight strategy. High opacity, low moisture. Okay. Sorry, Instagram. This thing. Two cameras, huh? Guys, two cameras, 4 chats. I got this shit. We're gonna add a third camera soon. ADHD. PSM Mario, what's up, homie? So let's take thing that makes brighter, right? It's going to be some combination of the white and the shadow color. We're going to keep it high opacity, low moisture, using our 18-0 synthetic. May actually rinse it, actually. There's a little soap on it. And we're going to use the very tip of this brush, and we're going to use the heart pull. And we're just going to brush down on the centers of some of this fabric. And these ripples. You see there's actually fabric folds there, so that's pretty easy. What we're doing is we're just highlighting them and calling attention to them now. And we want to get the edge right here. We're going to use the tracer technique. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. Fucked up a little bit. And what we're going to do is just kind of oscillate or modulate between dark and bright, kind of split the difference, use a little water. Over on Twitch, Dapperwalkie says, that's a nice hues on the cloth. What paints are in the mix? Literally right here. Dark burgundy, transparent red, shadow, flesh, and white. Did I give that brush a try, Fly Monkey Paints? I was just using it in the first half of the show. I was just talking about it before you tuned in. It's all right. But I'm pretty much sold on synthetic. I like synthetic more. My rationale is that like sable hair brushes hold too much moisture. So even though that's you can mitigate that easily, it's a fail rate. So I like to eliminate fail rates. Tampa Tip said you were killing me. Now you're out of frame. There you go. Oh yeah, there's a massive delay. Tampa Tip. I noticed we were out of frame because I actually Tampa Tip. You can't see it because like obviously you're on Instagram and not Twitch, but I've got a screen over here that has my multi-chat for YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I've got my Streamlabs so I can reread alerts, and over here is actually a browser window muted, popped out of the Instagram live feed that I'm looking at, so I can kind of glance up and see the chat on my monitor while the phone is here, and I can barely see the phone in my eye line. While right over here is an actual camera I use. But yes, please tell me when I'm out of frame. So that's my rationale. Fly Monkey Paints. It's a very good brush for the value, but I like brushes that mitigate fail rate. So you see, we're just touching. Let's get some combination of the things that make it brighter. Right there. Tampa Tip says, let me wrap this up and have him jump on Twitch. Tampa Tip is going to be our second person to move from Instagram to Twitch like a goddamn adult. Thank you, brother. We're going to be on for another 41 minutes, Tampa. So we're just carefully popping those little details out. Now, we're going to soften some of that by taking some water, kind of going back in time, lowering the opacity substantially. And we're going to run a little Band-Aid and kind of blur some of that out. And we're going to take a touch of blue and just inject it into the shadow right here. Here. And here. Just to introduce that cooling factor. See, this is weird. He doesn't make sense. This is classic Dark Angel magic. Okay? So Dark Angels have robes that don't make sense. So obviously he's got a cloak underneath, right? He's wearing like a skirt, but that skirt is like tucked in. So he's got right, but this fabric is like under his armor, like this sleeve, this wizard sleeve under the armor. But this cape is over the armor. You see, over the armor, but also under the armor. And this tabard is clearly on top of the robe. On top of the robe. But it looks like it connects to this thing that's simultaneously under the armor while it's over the armor. Dark Angels are straight wizards when it comes to combining fashion with armor. That's straight magic. Space magic, most magic says. Let's get a slight bit more white right here. I kind of want to run it on that seam. Right there. Now, here is where it's going to get interesting. So let's install shadows first. Okay, we're going to get something a little darker. So we're using this puddle. So there's going to be shadow there, here, up against the seam. We're going to go around the Aquila design. And maybe even paint the Aquila design a little bit with it, just because it's fast. See, I want there to be a nice border around it. Here. We're gonna touch of black. Alright, now we're going to move into highlight game. Dark Angels are hobbits and fancy kilts, dude. That's what Miffy says. No wonder the lion fucked off. Just went on a walk. Okay, let's get some of that mix. So we got a little highlight zone right here. See, what we're doing is we're just going to create a lower shelf highlight and work the interior. There's not a lot of actual fabric here to paint. So we're going to do our best to just highlight what we can see. Right there. Let's rotate. That seam is tricky right here. Trying to get the hem. Not easy. Max Payne, what's up, man? One Instagram view. Tight. You know, I'm starting to think that people on Instagram Live are just people who accidentally clicked the I'm going live thing when they were trying to scroll to a story. See, now we're just putting the highlights in.
Yeah, we still lit. Hey, top floor, top C. Yeah, we big business. Woo, yeah, we in the building. Real. It ain't about how you start, but how you finish. Sprinting to the finish line. Ready?
And then the painting the Aquila is going to be the fun part.
Ready? I hope y'all ready. 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 I hope I was born ready. I hope y'all ready.
Little tracer right there.
Yeah, we still lit.
Trying to get those edges best I can. Not my best work. Not my best. Sebastian says, I'm the lonely mofo on Insta. You're on Facebook, dude. There's nobody on Insta. It was him. You just went over to literally 0 people on Instagram. We had 7 at one point. Oh, hey, Ranger Hobbies just joined the Instagram. What's up, dog? I know you probably accidentally clicked on this link, but yo, what's up, man? Let's get a little bit more white in the mix and just do some tiny little lines, high opacity, low moisture. Right there. Right there. Now, what color is the Aquila supposed to be? What did they do? God damn it, I know I had a picture of this guy. I'm popping it up on Twitch right now. They just did white? Okay. Oh, they did a white hem. Fuck them. Eat a dick? That's right, Sebastian. It is the same difference. Alright, let's just let's keep it simple. Let's just take some white, some black, touch of blue. Just make our own gray. High opacity, low moisture. We're gonna lock in for a heart pull. Being low moisture is what's important here, so you can stay in control. Using the heart pull helps you create straighter lines. Always be rotating.
Let me get your finest table dancing, thinking I should take you home and let your mans pay the ransom. Light a candle for them haters. We about to kill them by the empty all the bottles, all the cups, we about to fill them.
We're laying a quick base coat down, as you can see, with just some gray we made. There you go. It's all about never fight it on the model. So this one's tricky. This is hard. This is a hard angle right here. So you kind of have to stipple it in. There we go. So now we get that base coated. About 27 minutes left. Now, they also did his stupid fucking hem. We're doing a tracer right over that hem. Always be rotating. High opacity, low moisture. Using the tip of our brush. Hold your breath. Swing it from right to left. Okay. It's just some light gray. 18-0 synthetic. Sorry if I'm off camera, Instagram. God, what an annoying unit right there. It's obnoxious. Doing it right here.
I run into the booth like Superman and leave the mic blessed. You really shouldn't test lies at all. I'm so ahead of my time. I wrote Relax way back in '89. See, I dabbled in a life of crime, but I don't need to talk about what I've done in every single rhyme.
All right, so we got that shit base coated. Right? It's basically the last thing we got to do on this model. So let's just grab some straight up white, raw dog it right over this.
Everybody, please relax. Everyone, stay calm. Lazarus came to drop bombs. Tell your brother, your sister, tell your pops, your moms, it's okay. Everybody, please relax. I'ma make these weak rappers.
See, and what we're doing is we're just using high opacity, low moisture, and we're mostly repainting these.
For a real fine lady with a banging body that doesn't always want to hang in parties. She likes to stay home.
But we're also trying to keep a little gray intact.
Come out of a blouse, jeans, and boots. But first, on my list is this loop. Therefore, I crush anyone. Soloist or group. Yo, my rhymes is good for you like fruit. The more you listen to them, the longer you live, the stronger you'll get. Hey, don't play the game unless you're gonna play hard. I heard your CD. You really shouldn't quit your day job.
As you can see.
Breathe and sleep this ish. Hip hop ambassador, Lazarus. Go and get your camera. The streets really want an MC to hold them down and get rid of all of these imposters and clowns.
Using the heart pull.
Well, Lazarus is here to save the day. There's no need to panic. Everybody, please relax. Everyone, stay calm. Lazarus came to drop.
Boom.
Tell your brother, your sister, tell your pops, your moms, it's okay. Everybody, please relax.
This shit is always the most annoying.
Rappers, be quiet. You gotta go ahead and light it. When it's drunk, hits the shelves, y'all go ahead and buy it. It's okay.
And so you see it's like butthole clench city. And we're gonna make mistakes, which we already have, but it's easy to undo mistakes at this stage. So we want more high opacity, low moisture white. We want to work the hem. With a tracer. See how we're not connecting it, we're just doing the angles. Always be rotating. Messed up a little bit right there, but that's fine, it's easy to fix. What we're gonna do, get more white and make it even more opaque, just at the tips. Because it wasn't fully opaque yet. So this will help us get a bit of a transition installed.
Hey little mama, I ain't seen you in a minute. I don't wanna fall in love, let me stand up in it. Put it on camera, show all my stamina, professional.
Right there.
No time for the amateurs. Flashbacks to our last soiree. Doing the foreplay, it tastes like sorbet. I steal your heart.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more cleanup than that.
It's a masterpiece. I love all your assets and your ass petite. Give you all this good love until you're fast asleep. Wake you up in the morning, you don't need makeup. And before your cake,
What I'm gonna do now,
make love. So flexible, so
squirt a little water.
brothers run game, but you're not susceptible. boo. Intellectual, I just love your brain.
Touch of blue.
My back while you yell my name. Yeah, don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't
Touch
stop,
of white.
you know I don't stop.
Steal some of this gray.
Girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you
So I'm gonna get that blue filter.
You came first, you in first place. Eat you like cake on my birthday.
And we're gonna just kind of glaze a little bit in the center.
Your body, your sweetest candy lady, let me taste a skittle. Pulling on your hair, spanking on your derriere, licking every square inch of your body. Just tell me where.
Right there, yeah, right there.
The neighbors say we getting too loud. We
Just
don't
cool it
care.
up a little bit.
Waited all night, put the kids to sleep. Then you slid in the sheets, you become a freak. Every position, Kama Sutra. Smooth operator, lady, I'll seduce ya. Sip your Merlot while I twist the purple dro. The mood is all set, it's the perfect mode. I'll be all over you like a body paint. Now stop all the talk, use body language, yeah. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know
So,
I don't stop.
slight shade coming out of the center there.
Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop.
Nils says, yo, I've been lurking for a bit. Just want to say your minis are amazing. Much love. Thank you over on Twitch. Appreciate you. So let's do a second pass. Be a little black in there. So I'm going to get a little black, a little blue. And we're just gonna kind of stipple some more shadow toward the center. Let's rinse that down. Let's take a little of our black and burgundy mix, touch of blue, and let's clean up mistakes. Right there. On the hem, where it meets the fabric. Right there. Let's go back to white. It's a bit of a distortion right here. Bad line shape. Gotta clean up that hemline. Fuck that one up a little bit as well. Rotate. Got it. Feeling that. Now, maybe one more pass of pure white. What we want is just white off the palette. No extra moisture. We want to sharpen this border. And see, we're just using the heart pull edge highlight strategy we teach in the 101 curriculum. This is the brushstroke of precision. All my students learn how to do it. Once you have this down, you get OP. Gotta do anything. Darth Jameson over on Twitch. What's up, brother? He says, sucks. I got stuck working overtime. I have whips to throw up, but missed most of the show. Damn, dude, what'd you get in your whips? Take a look in a second. Still got 14 minutes left. Hopefully 3 people on Instagram. Still got to do the backpack. Remember, this was a thrift store rescue. Okay. Oh, let me see. Wait. Moving the camera arm around. This was a straight up Dark Vengeance box set at the local thrift store here in Inverness. And it was cheap as fuck. And we eBay rescued them, basically, or thrift store rescued them. God damn it. You know, it's so hard to frame both. This is something I'm going to learn. So some kid painted them 11 years ago. We stripped them down and then repainted them. This guy's been sitting in like a Dentine ice container, like wrapped in a tissue for 11 years, painted poorly. I took that same Dentine ice container, filled it with water, or filled it with simple green, stripped them down here on the show, and is getting his first repaint. Easy peasy. You hosting any sessions during the DevCon next year? No. I'll be running the Long War doubles. I typically don't. I've never actually done a painting webinar or a painting seminar at a convention in 13 years that I've been doing this. It's just not. It just doesn't line up with my business. They pay out. There's like a cut in the ticket sales. They pay you typically after the convention wraps, weeks or months later. Most of them don't comp hotel rooms and shit like that. And the last time I was talking to like someone at Gen Con, I was like, oh, I'll teach an airbrush class. They're like, well, no, we already have someone doing that. I want you to teach something else. I was like, yeah, I'm not coming. Fuck that. You know, and then even at Adepticon, I have a great relationship with them. They couldn't budge on like payment. Well, it was like, bro, I can't front a bunch of cash, not get paid for it for a month. That's not how my business works. So I just teach my classes online, and then I go to Adepticon and I play 40K because that's like actually what I like to do the most. Because I like to go play. Painting sucks, honestly. I fucking hate it. This shit's dumb. I just want to put this guy on the table and just, wow, motherfucker. Get stabbed, son. Alright, well, we can do, we got 11 minutes left on the Twitch show right now. Anyone watching on Instagram, thank you for tuning in. We're going to go do another last-minute whip session on the YouTube channel, so thanks for kicking it with me. Check out all my links in the bio. We're going to be trying to do some Instagram lives more often. Go. Keeping it real. And that. Let's share this one too. We'll see here. See how that does. Alright, let's take this little lav mic off. plug that shit in. Hey, we're trying new technology. Got lav mics for my iPhone, lav mics for my fucking Galaxy. Bro, sometimes the universe punches you in the face, you just gotta punch right back. So, like, got a Galaxy Ultra S or S23 Ultra because it has this, the highest rated camera in the world for a phone. I mean, it's 0% APR financing, so it's $50 a month. Boy, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that. All right, let's run it over to Twitch. Oh my god. Okay, we got some more whips. Got about 8 minutes left. We got Miffy, Canopy, and Rottweiler in our top 4 right now. Yo, Merith layeth the smacketh down. Merith layeth miniatures. What's up, man? Miffy just posted this up. Yeah, that's sick. It's that creature caster, not a Chaos Knight. Pretty dope. Sick highlighting. The red looks sick. The power weapon looks dope. Nice glowy eye. Like this bone and red color combination. There's a lot of work that goes into that. This guy's finicky as hell. It's actually the one I did. Maro, you see I got myself a fresh trim. Yeah, I went to the salon today. Oh, Sin for Game 69. Sorry for missing Tuesday stream. Daughter and I had some butts to kick to get our brown belts. Oh my word. Let's take a look right here. Yo, they got their brown belts. Look at this shit, doing all this karate and shit. Look at all this dope shit. Look at this. It's so fucking tight. She just kicked some butt. You guys look great together. Octopus Hat says, any plans for some epic scale tutorials? Probably not. I mean, they're easy, dude. Nothing to them.
Sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Smushed. What's up, man? Thank you for the resub, homie. Just airbrush them up. A little dry brushing here and there. Couple of stipples. Wait, who threw down a whip that I was supposed to look at? It wasn't Miffy or Sin. I came back to whip for something. Kicking ass and taking names. That's right, Meryl layeth the smacketh. Dot Jameson in the Twitch chat. It was you? Bro, I went back to Discord for you. You've got 4 minutes and 36 seconds. You better throw up a whip. It can't just be Sin for Game 69 getting her brown belt in karate with her daughter. That can't be the only work in progress photo. Easy peasy. Post a one. Oh, shit. Two and a half minutes left. You can get in on the Florida Man Friday for as little as 1 penny. Meryl, haven't had a whip on the table in about 6 months. That makes sense. What else? What have you been doing? Yeah, these reds look good. Easy peasy. So why the fuck are you not airbrushing these guys red? This looks like you painted it almost looks like you used contrast paints, but I know you didn't. I know you airbrushed that red on it because I see an airbrush back there, so I know you didn't use that airbrush to airbrush them like Wraith Bone White or some shit, and then hand paint the red like a hobo. I know you airbrushed the red on it. I'm just crazy, right? Originally airbrushed for Gray Seer. Like, there's an airbrush right here. Why did you hand paint the red on this?
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Miffy, 23 bonus Odox, my boy Miffy, the man, the myth, the legend. Says, dude, I have the poodle. If you can bring the mustard. Whoa. Good call. That's a good reference. I'm just saying there's gonna be some D's and some A's. Shout out to the Huff throwing a 20 spot overtime. We now have a final four. Thank you guys. 2 minutes overtime. Easy peasy says, because I am a fool. I like the foolish path. It's fair. Also, my next batch of 5 Marines are going to be painted in a different way. Can I suggest that you airbrush them? You own an airbrush. You could even airbrush the goddamn contrast paint on them, dude. For the love of goddamn
You gotta get
Jesus.
swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
We Get some love right there. 1 minute, 18 seconds overtime. You can spray them with whatever bullshit GW told you to spray them with, and then you can load the contrast up and spray them with that. I mean, at least make it an art lesson, bro. Do like value painting or something. Paint them gray, dry brush them white, then spray them with the contrast red. You can make it a whole art lesson, dude. Darth Jameson, he made it. With overtime, Darth Jameson in the whips. Yo, look at this ghost horse guy. Yo, look at these little ghosts. See, I like that nice desaturated color. That's perfect for ghosts. That's a beautiful color combination. Very spectral. Lady Fluffy Bottom just cryptically said the number 5. It's looking banging. I love it. Good use of your airbrush. 4 seconds of overtime. There it is. 2, 1. Let's get the Florida Man Friday shit written down. $12.8. Florida Man Friday. It's my man Rat, Huff, Miffy, and Chaotic Painting. Hell yeah. Thanks for kicking it with me today, guys. Bearing with me as we wrapped up the Dark Angel body. He's looking pretty good. Like, there's something about Dark Angels. They get the hobby juices flowing. Something about that old school Dark Angel vibe. So that's fun. We got to figure out what the next project is before we go off the air for the year. I might not even go off the air for the year. I'll probably take a break. Like, we'll probably do up to the 16th. And then I'll probably be off the air the week of Christmas and bullshit. I might be back on the air the day after Christmas. I'm not gonna lie. I got no reason not to. I'll be back in the Beats Lab, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's set up a raid. Yo, Rob Bear's been texting me this whole time. What is he texting me? Love Minis, did you call anybody out for a raid? Drinking paint water live. We're gonna raid Drinking Paint Water live. The raid is ticking down right now. Bring the length, the girth, and the positivity on over. Drinking Paint Water live. This is a Love Minis raid right here, so make sure to bring the beast mode. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'll have to figure out... Oh, I have to paint the backpack, so we're at least painting the backpack tomorrow. Feel free to hit me up online anytime, anywhere. As always, until we meet again, play on players. And also, thank you for the support today, guys. Oh, no. That's weird. So, credits broke? Meryl, it was great to see you. We're just gonna do this with my face on the screen. Alright, guys. Peace out. Meryl, it was great to see you today.